Are you sure we should allow this? I'm worried about how Vicky would be affected. She made clear to us that she never wants to see her birth mother again, even if she gets out of prison.
This is her uncle we are talking about. He couldn't take custody of Vicky when her mother went to prison because he had 3 children of his own, but he always remained in touch with her. I spoke with the adoption agency that we got Vicky from, and they said he was not a criminal and was not known to be a pervert, so I think Vicky will be safe. But are you okay with this?
Yes, my uncle is a good man. He was just extremely poor. He was even homeless for a while, and that's why the state of Massachusetts denied him custody of me, but he has never abused me. I want to see him. That must be him.
Hello. Are you Brad Jackson?
Yes. Is my niece Vicky here? I am eager to see her again. I just want to make sure she is all right. And I recognize you now. Aren't you Lucy Gordon?
No. I haven't been called that in over 20 years. When I got married, I became Lucy Sims. And how would you remember me?
You and your sister Victoria were always telling your classmates about Jehovah, 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 Jehovah. I got sick of that crap and tried my best to avoid you too. If you are raising Vicky in that cult, you shouldn't have been allowed to adopt her.
Relax. I quit being a witness in my late teens, though my sister is still one of them. Did you read Vicky's adoption report? I and my wife are lesbians, so we wouldn't be accepted among the witnesses anyway, but I got as far away from that toxic cult as possible.
Good. Let me see her now. You've grown so much since I last saw you. I was a little concerned when I learned you'd been taken so far away from Boston, but it seems you have a good home here.
Indeed, I am totally happy here. And how are my cousins?
They are doing great. They make good grades in school, and my son Brad Jr. even got on the honor roll last month. He will be graduating next year.
I hope to see them again eventually. I miss them.
Well, if your new mothers will allow it, I'd love to have you over for a week or so in the summer.
Do you like Italian food? I manage a restaurant called the Tuscany Tavern. We should eat there. Mr. Jackson, this is our other daughter, Carrie, and her wife Debbie Smith.
Hello. A pleasure to meet you.
And was Carrie also adopted?
No, I gave birth to her naturally after most adoption agencies at the time denied us a child because we were lesbian. It so troubled me that we were judged to be unfit for motherhood because of our sexual orientation, but someone like Vicky's mother could have a baby and then abuse her for years. Being attracted to someone of the same sex is not perversion. Being a rapist or enabling a rapist is.
And even before we adopted Vicky, people often refused to accept me as Carrie's mother because of my being black and her white. Even some of my own relatives scorned her for being white and not being raised a witness like I was.
Carrie is Lucy's daughter, and Vicky is my daughter and Carrie's sister. We are all a family because we love each other, and that's all that matters.
I am so glad to hear all that. Now let's eat.